Patricia Roding, and today I want to have a chat about culture and how much should you care. As a purpose-driven business owner, you get it that your business helps to create a better world in some way. You're increasing the well-being of yourself, your employees, your customers, and the community around you through the work that you do. And in your heart, you know that culture is important and that you really want to have a thriving, positive culture in your business. But you're probably wondering, really, just, how much time and energy and attention should I give it? And is it really worth it? So this study looked at 3 measures: revenue growth over 10 years, stock price increase over 10 years, and job growth over 10 years. And compared businesses that intentionally manage their culture with businesses that had just a default culture. Kind of what happened. Maybe they had good intentions, but they didn't really have any plan in place to actively grow or manage the culture. Holy cow! Culture, and not just having a culture, but intentionally working with your culture makes an impact. Another way of looking at how much you care, besides the numbers and the statistics, is to look at the experience of people who've actually been in business. And one of my favorite businesses, in lots of different ways to look at about culture, is Ben & Jerry's ice cream. And many of you are probably familiar with Ben & Jerry's, and they were one of the pioneers in purpose-driven businesses. They started their business and they almost sold it because they just decided they didn't want to be traditional business people. They didn't like what it stood for. And somebody said, well, why don't you do it differently? So they started doing their business in a different way. They had a larger purpose. They started looking at people, profits, and planet, the 3 Ps, as they were growing their business. And after about 7 years, they had a holy cow moment. Only it wasn't so much, holy cow, look at this great culture we've developed and look at all these profits. It was like a holy cow, wow, we're so successful, our branding is so successful, our customers love us, we have a great product, but internally the company was in serious crisis. And it was in serious crisis because they hadn't intentionally managed the culture within the organization. And that's a problem. It's not only a problem of unhappiness, a problem of employee engagement, a problem of productivity. It's a problem because we know from studies is that 73% of culture change initiatives fail. It's not very hopeful. So where Ben & Jerry's found themselves is they found themselves with a purpose, with a mission, with a brand, which they were living out really fully. Their organization was in crisis because the culture wasn't being lived out through the organization. And then you're faced with only a 27% chance of actually being successful at creating the culture that you want. Not good odds. And not only that, if you engage in a culture change initiative and you give it everything you got, and it takes 5 to 10 years for that change initiative to come in place. So culture matters. It matters tremendously. It matters beyond your branding. It matters beyond your product. It matters beyond your customer service. It needs to be integrated and grown within every part of your business all along the way. There are amazing rewards to reap from spending time, effort, and attention on your culture and developing a strategy for your culture just as intentionally and with as much energy and effort as your market developing strategy, your product developing strategy, and every other area of your business. Culture is the umbrella through which you create all those other strategies. So the question isn't really how much should you care about culture. The question is, what kind of future are you creating for yourself and are you creating for your business? So in the comments below, I would really love to hear, what kind of future are you creating for yourself? What kind of future are you creating for your business? We're all engaged in creating thriving cultures, thriving businesses, and a thriving world. Let's do it.